Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to show you guys my go-to products. So right now I'm sitting in my studio, and my studio is where I keep all of my makeup, but on a daily routine, I don't like to come down here all the time and have to pick through my shelves and my drawers and stuff like that of the products that I want to use for that day. And I have this bag here. And I got this bag from Target. I think it's a Sonakashik bag, but I do know I got it from Target. It's a pretty decent sized bag, and it has all of my go-to daily routine makeup. I'm headed out for the evening, and I wanted to get my face all done, and I figured why not film a video of me and all of my go-to makeup that I've been using lately. So if you guys are curious into what I use every day on a daily basis of my makeup routine, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put on these ears. I don't really want to mess up my hair. That shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let me zoom in here. So the first product that I have that I use every day, and I probably should get another thing of it because I'm about to run out, and it's from Maybelline. It's the Primer Base Blur and Smooth. Now I have already washed my face and moisturized this morning, so I've got a clean face. And to be honest, if I am in an even more hurry to get ready for the day, after I wash my face, I'll moisturize. And sometimes I'll use that moisturizer as my primer, because you're technically supposed to let your moisturizer sink in your skin for a good while before you apply your primer. We have our face all primed. Now I want to go in with my foundation, and this is not a surprise at all. I use this foundation so much. It's also from Maybelline, and I'm in the shade 120, and I'm going to use my Dampen Beauty Sponge. I believe this one is from e.l.f. So all I've been doing lately, because this is like a daily routine makeup tutorial, whatever you want to call it, so I put it on the sponge here, and I smear it all over my face like that. And then I pat it in my face. Alright, so once we have the foundation all over the face and it's evenly blended and it looks good, we're going to go into the next products. And another tip that I want to give you guys, it's kind of like building a house, you know, foundation, anything. But anyhow, so if you don't have a very good foundation on your face, blended and all that good stuff, if it doesn't look good, then everything else isn't going to look as good. So a key tip is to make sure that your foundation, spend extra time actually blending out your foundation, because if that looks smooth and blended, everything else is going to look just as well. Alright, now that our foundation is on, you would think the next step would be concealer. Funny fact is, on a daily, I don't wear concealer. Unless I have some really dark circles that I tend to not be getting sleep and I need to do something with my under eyes, I will. But on a daily, in real life, I don't wear concealer under my eyes and things like that. I just go straight in with my translucent setting powder, and I set underneath my eyes with this, and I just set the foundation. I don't set any concealer. So I'm just going to pour a little bit into the cap, use my little Morphe brush, and just brighten up the under eyes a little bit. But because we're not using concealer, it's not going to be as heavy. But it still brightens it up a little bit, and it sets the the foundation in place. And you can also add powder to your eyelids and set your eyelids so that they're all ready for eyeshadow, because I also put foundation on my eyelids. Not everybody does that. Sometimes they do an eyeshadow primer. I think that's like extra money that you don't need to spend, so why not just put foundation on it or concealer and then set it with a translucent powder. So now what I do is I just grab the leftover that I have on the brush and I just pat it all over my face. Now, the foundation that I use is matte foundation, so I don't like to add a whole lot of powder on top of it because then you look extra matte and you don't want your face to look too dry. So that's why I just go with the extra that I have on my brush to just set it a little bit. So for bronzer, my go-to right now is this e.l.f. bronzer, and it's in the shade Forever Sun-Kissed. I grab a Morphe brush, dip that in there, and I've been tapping in my bronzer and then I do this. I don't know why, just kind of, you know, different techniques every once in a while. Same thing for this side. Just tap it in first and then bronze it up. Try not to go too heavy with my bronzer because it's winter time now and I am not tan at all, and I don't want to look too extra tan because then it'll look extra fake. Alright, so once I have the bronze, then I take my Hoola bronzer, and because it's a little bit more of a cooler tone, I use that to contour. And then I use like a little smaller brush, dip that in there, you just need a little bit, and then you just, the bottom of that, just to chisel out the cheeks. Voila. So for the next thing that I have in my little bag over here is my blush, and I've obviously been using this blush for so long, like I don't even need to tell you what I use because Milani blushes, why do I keep saying brushes? Milani blushes are such a good formula. If you haven't tried it out, you definitely should. And then, I know it's a little bougie and a little extra for a daily routine, but my go-to highlighter, even on a daily, is my Amrezy highlighter. And then I have this little crown brush that I use. It's kind of like an angle brush. And I just do the tops of your cheekbones into the brow. And then I kind of grab, because, you know, on a daily you don't have time to have millions of brushes when you're in a hurry. So I take this brush and I pinch it so it's kind of like a line. I dip it in there and then I do my nose. And that's how I do my nose highlight. And then of course I grab my finger and I just do the tip of the nose. Alright, so we have the face all done. Now we need to focus on our eyes. So, my go-to eyeshadow palette, and I can't tell you, I am so glad that I grabbed this palette. It was on sale the one day at Ulta, and I was like, do I really want this palette? All the other palettes that this brand has made, I don't like at all. So it's actually the Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. I use this palette every day. Not only is it good to travel because it has this huge mirror to use as you do your makeup, because if I have less things to pack, the better. So, I love the big mirror and these colors. Like, you can do so many looks with this. You can do natural, you can do glam, you can do grungy, you can do all kinds of looks with this. So this has always been in my bag that I use. On a typical day as I'm getting ready, I honestly don't know what kind of eye look I'm going for. So as always on this channel, I hardly ever know what I'm doing with my eyes. I kind of just look at it and I dip in colors and I go from there. So I think we're going to do that again today. Alright, so for the first shade I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with this shade Riff. It's like a brown color, and we're going to go in as a transition shade. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with another brush. Looks like this. And we're going to go into the shade right beside it. It's called Good As Gone. And put that on the outer corner of the eye. I'll blend that a little bit. And then the next is just to go in with this little shimmer shade, and I like to go in with the shade Standard and pat that on the lid. And then I grab that brush that we did with the outer corner, and I don't put any more product on it. I just use what was on it and just blend them two colors together so there's no harsh line. So it's my husband's birthday today, and we're going out to dinner tonight. So that's what I'm getting all ready for. Alright, and that is, as far as the eyeshadow goes, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go in with my liquid eyeliner and do my brows and my mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my eyes officially done, and I wanted to tell you guys the products that I use on a daily. So Hank & Henry liquid eyeliner is what I use for my eyeliner. I do a mixture of these two mascaras, the Thrive Cosmetics and the Essence Lash Princess. For my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia brow pomade. Then I use, where did it go? Then I set it with my clear brow gel. And I think that's all I used on my eyes. And I'm using my all-nighter from Urban Decay to set this face. Bringing out the old fan. I use this fan every day. It's in my bag as well. I love how easily compact it can be for traveling. I used to use a paper plate, which if you've been here since like my first couple videos, I've always used a paper plate until I got this fan from my brother. So in my bag I have these 4 things. They're all pretty much the same color. I have a lip liner. It's the Milani All Natural one. Then I have this, is it Maybelline? Yes, it's Maybelline. It's in the shade Peach Buff. It's like a lipstick, also like a nude. Then I have my Moonchild from ColourPop. Then the Dose of Colors matte liquid lipstick. So for today I'm going to go in with my liner. And then once you have the liner on, I'm going to go in with my lipstick. And then to top that off, I'm going to use my Moonchild. Just a simple nude glossy lip to go with pretty much any look. Alright, take them out of my hair. Curls are coming out, but it's okay. I like a more relaxed curl. Literally everything that I just used, I fit in this Sonakashik bag from Target. Another thing I like about this bag, I mostly use it for like traveling, is the top compartment has places where you can put your brushes, and you can put like lip pencils, lipsticks, whatever you want. But there's like 2 different compartments, which I really like that, because whenever I travel I do separate my brushes and things from like my bulky products, like your bronzers and your blushes and things like that. So I really like that. I keep that in my bathroom. It keeps everything organized. It doesn't look cluttered. Because I don't like coming down here all the time just to get ready. This is the look for the night. I'm going out, as I said, for my husband's birthday. I think we're going to Red Lobster, and I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showing you everything that I use on a daily. Like I said, I don't use concealer on a daily. There's a lot of things that you see on the YouTube channel or anywhere that, like, you know, they go heavy with concealer. They do steps that usually in the normal world you don't use those steps. So this is a close-up of what the look looks like today. Very simple. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And please hit that post notification bell so you know every time that I upload a video. Stay pretty, Sam Fam.